Welcome back, class. Today I have a back-to-school paracord project for you guys. We're making a school colors paracord lanyard. It's a really easy one for you teachers if you want to make them in bulk for your students, or for you students that want to make your name tag a little bit unique. That's a good option as well. So all I've got for this one is 2 colors of paracord, 2 feet of each. I've got yellow and blue, but you can obviously personalize it to your own school colors. We've got over 600 colors in our store. So there's our little plug. And then we'll be using these barrel connectors for the back of it. They're just a good safe option, especially if you're putting these on young kids. If these get tugged too hard, they'll just come apart. And then got this little keychain end to it for those plastic ID badges. But you can also just put keychains of various sizes on the end as well, whatever your specific needs are. So with that, let's dive in. So we're just going to take both colors of our cord, lay them right alongside of each other so that the ends match up. And then we'll be putting them through our little keychain or whatever you have on the end. And I'm going to pull through 8 inches of cord. So I'm actually going to measure that out so we don't waste any cord. So we should have 8 inches on this side here. We'll just kind of pinch that top part with a finger so that we don't lose our place. And then we're going to be doing a standard cobra weave. If you've ever made a paracord bracelet before, it's the same exact thing. So we'll take one side and place it over the top. And the other side we'll put straight over that one. But then bring it around the back and up through the loop. While still pinching these 2 cords here, we want to pull this knot tight. If we keep on pulling once we let go, we'll just keep on pulling this cord through, so you want to stop there. We're going to make another one of those knots, starting with the left side now. So the blue is going to go over the top again. Since this is a 2-color one, it's going to be the same color on top every time. Then we'll take that yellow over that cord, and then around the back and up through this loop. And now that we have 2 knots, we can pull that one pretty good and tight. You'll see that these loops are a little bit loose now. We can go ahead and pull those center strands and cinch those knots down a little bit. There we go. That's looking about how it should. And then we'll keep going, just doing the same pattern until we've got an inch or so of weave. So blue over the top, yellow around the back, and then just switch sides each time. You can pretty much go until you run out of cord. If you want to finish it nicely so that both cords end on the same place, we can just tuck one of our cords behind to loosen that last knot, bring it around the back and through. Now I can pull both of those tight. Pull the knot tight first, and then pull that end through. Now we can clip those. Just leave about 1/8 of an inch away from our weave. And then take our lighter. So we light the ends just to keep them from fraying or pulling through that knot. So we'll just hold it in the flame. You don't want to do it too long or it's going to smell not so great. And then push the end up against. That makes a little hard plastic end there that won't pull through our knot. So now we're done with that side. You can go ahead and trace your cord back to the other side. And before we put our barrel connector on, we just want to check how long that is around our neck. So I'll try it on here. I think that's about how long I want it to be. So just pinch your cord behind your neck, and we can actually trim it down right to there. Now before we put a melted end on here, we just want to barely melt it so that it doesn't fray. Maybe even roll that in our fingers a little bit carefully. And then I'm going to take my barrel connector and thread it through the back end. So not the connecting end, but the back end here. And then when that comes out the other side, here's where we want to melt it better. want want a nice big blob of plastic on the end. This might not smell great, so if you're doing this in a classroom, just be advised. Once that's fully solidified, then you can pull that back in. And now, since we have that piece of plastic, it won't pull through. We'll do the same with the other side. There we go. And then we can connect those two together. And if it gets tugged too hard, they'll just pop right apart. So if you don't want to use these pop barrel connectors, there are other ways of doing the back end. You could just do a continuous loop if you want, or you can use a security knot that comes apart easily. We've covered that in a different video. Or you can use a cord lock and some other hardware to make it adjustable. So the choice is yours. So there's our completed school colors lanyard. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And if you end up making it at your own school, be sure to post pictures to our social media. We'll put links to all that down in the description. We'll also put links to all the supplies that we used today, so the paracord and all those unique hardware pieces. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a good year at school.